Hello and welcome. I'm Carol DeChaine, and my business is Connect to Joy, which is what I want to help you do every time that I speak. This month, it's all about finding peace. I've talked about how to let go of stress and being in the now. And this week, I'm going to talk about meditation. And I've done that before in depth, but I want to mention this as part of finding peace. Meditation is for everyone. It doesn't mean you have to sit there with your eyes shut for 20 minutes or even 5 minutes and let go and and all that sort of thing. It's really good if you can do that. I have a lot of trouble doing that. I need guided visualizations. I need to be out in nature. There are so many different ways you can meditate. I know my mom used to say that she meditated when she gardened and I found that that actually worked pretty well as well. And I have some friends who say, oh, I'm so zen when I'm in the garden. And that's what they mean. They mean that they are, in a way, they're meditating because they're finding peace. So look in your life, what brings you peace? Maybe you're a jigsaw puzzle fanatic, or maybe you like sitting out on your balcony and having lunch, even if it's by yourself, reading a book in the sunshine or being on a hammock brings you peace. What is it that brings you peace? And can you do that on a regular basis? Not every minute of every day, but can you find 5 or 10 minutes every other day? 15 minutes. Maybe what brings you peace is being around your animal, your cat, or your dog, and just petting them brings you peace. Now, joy could be playing with your dog, but maybe walking your dog brings you peace because you're walking and you're in nature and you're outdoors and the dog is with you. And the dogs are so good at pulling out of the negative stuff out of you. They're good at being there for you. Cats do that too, but dogs, there's something about them. They can feel you a long way away and come to be with you and go, what is it now? I had one that did that for me. She was, I was trying to get all my angst out so I could meditate. I was in the bathtub. She was downstairs and I heard this. She was getting older. I heard a, and I started chuckling to myself because I thought, oh my God, that's so funny. And I had been working myself up into crying to release what was bothering me so that then I could pray, meditate, and pray. And because I prayed first, get all the angst out, and then I would meditate because I would go, okay. And that was my habit back then. And I saw her, I heard her actually plodding up the stairs going, and she was about 60 pounds. So she wasn't hugely heavy, but she was walking like she was ancient and she was pretty old at that point. And I know she had some pain. So she was coming and she came all the way up and I saw her head look around the corner of the stairway and look at me. She went, yeah, what is it? And I just smiled at her and went, hi, honey, sorry I bothered you. Because I was in the middle of trying to meditate, but she came and she wanted to pull that bad stuff out of us. So if how you find your peace and how you meditate is by being around your animal, I totally get it, I have to say. There are lots of ways. You may be holding your child, holding your baby and rocking your baby when they're not screaming will bring you peace. That is a beautiful way of finding your peace. Meditation can not just be sitting there and doing nothing. It can also be, besides getting out there and doing something that brings you zen, some people bicycle, some ride bikes, I mean, like motorcycles. Others are, they walk, they run, they get out in nature, and that's their way. It's almost their meditation. Some golfers, they seem to also, if they're not getting solely upset that they can't golf properly, can find that that's kind of peaceful as well. Find your peace, but know that meditation is in many forms. I also have a bunch of different meditations out there that are guided visualizations on YouTube. You can look them up. There's meditations to do things. I have one that's only 3 minutes. You might want to listen to it every day. Or you might want to, and there are other ones out there as well besides mine. Some with music, some without music, where you just are there. And some can be incredibly short, and some, like my guided visualizations, are about 15, 20 minutes. I talk a little before, I get you into it, and they each have a purpose. Maybe you want to pull down your walls. Maybe you want to build something, build boundaries up that you don't normally have. Maybe you want to forgive somebody. I have a lot of those out there. But you can do with anybody guided visualizations and meditations, but make sure you feel right when you're done. If you don't feel right and you've done a guided one, then you're not listening to the right person. Their energy level, their vibration is off for you. You want someone who feels right and who might be a little bit higher than where you're at to help lift you up. If they're too far in a higher vibration, you're not going to feel right. You're going to feel off somehow. Maybe you'll feel like you wish, maybe you'll feel anxious. You wish you could be and feel attuned to them. Sometimes you're going to be able to raise up your vibration easily to someone. And they call it in training to their vibration. Somebody, when people laugh, you laugh with them for whatever reason, whether it's funny or not, whether a comedian has said something, or you just hear somebody laughing off and you don't even know what they're talking about, and you kind of smile and you feel a little lighter, you're in training to their vibration. It's kind of like being on a train. You get on a train with them and you go along with their vibration. So sometimes listening to someone with a higher vibration feels comfortable. It feels good. When you're done, you feel way better. But if you feel uncomfortable, stop listening to them. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's me or somebody else. If you feel uncomfortable when you're listening to a guided meditation or any kind of meditation, the music doesn't feel right, maybe it's off. Some of them feel like they're shattering your energy. There's something about them that the energy that you have around you, your aura, it feels off. Listen to yourself. Trust yourself. Because if you're trying different types of real meditations rather than doing the walking and those kind of meditations I was talking about, get something that feels comfortable. A person who you can listen to, who feels really good to you, who raises your vibration up, who makes you feel better when you're done. That's what you want. And if you are good at putting on your own music and sitting there for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes, more power to you. Just don't let your mind worry about anything else while you're there. Make sure, it doesn't have to be blank, but make sure that you breathe in love to start. If that's what you want to do, breathe in peace. Let go of the stress. And if that's all you're doing, that's fine. That's one thing you can do. Whatever works best for you. It shouldn't be difficult. It shouldn't be so hard that you hate doing it. And that's becoming stressful about meditation. Do what you need to do for you, but find your peace. Think about the last time you were peaceful and why, and how it came about and what you can do to get there again. Thank you for listening today. I'm Carol DeChaine. My business is Connect to Joy, and you can find that link to find out all about me in the comments underneath the video, as well as how to connect to me. I'm a certified life and business coach, and you can connect there if you have any interest in transforming your life in some way. Or maybe just dumping the stuff that isn't working for you and finding the possibilities and putting together an action plan. I love doing those for people, helping them find their way and being who they want to be. I'm also a Marconics multidimensional energy practitioner and teacher, as well as an intuitive. Until next week, remember you can find your peace, however you want to find it. Meditation is a great way, and it is for everyone, however that you decide you want to do it. Really, meditation is all about just finding your peace and finding what they used to call your center and your groundedness. Now it's not quite, your center is still there, but it's not. Grounding is a little different than it used to be. Meditation, it can be for you. Just find out the type you want to do, even if it's just gardening, like my mom, or running, or whatever it is. Know that you have your own way of connecting and finding that peace. Until next week.